I am Samuel Adeyemi. I am 97 years old, and I need to tell you something very important, something that will have a good impact on your life if you truly follow it. I am old with experience. I have lived long enough to see what pride does to people and what kindness can undo in a single moment. I'm saying this because I am running out of time, and when time is almost gone, the truth becomes heavier than comfort. There is a day in my life I wish I could forget, but I cannot, because that day taught me what true kindness really looks like.
This happened 27 years ago.
At that time, I was a poor cab driver. That car I drove back then, that old, tired car, was all I had. It was not just a vehicle. It carried my years, my sacrifices, my patience, and everything I worked for with honest hands. Even today, when I think of it, I remember how carefully I treated it, because when you are poor, you don't have backups. That afternoon, I was only trying to reverse, slowly, carefully. Then I heard it, a sound that made my heart drop. Scratch. I froze. In that moment, I already knew trouble had come looking for me. I stepped out of the car, my heart racing, my mouth already forming the words, "I'm sorry." But before I could finish, the owner of the other car rushed out, young, well-dressed, anger written boldly on his face. His voice was loud. His words were sharp. Every sentence he spoke stripped me from something. People gathered around us. Some tried to calm him. "It's just a small scratch. He's an old man. Please forgive him." But anger does not hear reason. It only listens to pride. Then he said the words that broke my spirit completely. He must buy me a new car. In that moment, everything became quiet, because I knew the truth. Everything I had earned from my youth till that day could not buy even a small part of that shining car. My legs failed me. I fell to the ground, not because of money, but because of shame. After decades of living with dignity, I was crying on the roadside, surrounded by strangers, like a child who had lost his way. They say old age humbles everyone, but that day it humiliated me. And just when I thought nothing worse could happen, another car stopped, a very beautiful car, even more expensive. A man stepped out quietly. No shouting, no display, no pride. He simply asked softly, "What happened here?" People explained everything to him. I could not lift my head. Shame had glued my eyes to the ground. I expected another insult, another voice raised against me. But instead, he walked toward the angry young man and spoke calmly. "This dent can be repaired. Paint it, and it will disappear." The young man turned his anger toward him, too. At that moment, I thought, this will only make things worse. But I was wrong. The stranger picked up his phone and made a call. His voice was steady. "Do you have this exact car? Same model, same color?"
He listened for a moment, then said, "Bring it, with the receipt." Minutes later, a brand new car arrived, not repaired, not promised, brand new. The entire street fell silent. The stranger took the key, walked to the angry young man, and placed it gently in his hand. No argument, no insult, no drama, only quiet kindness. And in that silence, everyone saw the truth. Kindness had just exposed cruelty. I tried to bow, to kneel, to thank the stranger, but he held me quickly and said, "No, sir, you are older than my father. You must not bow to me." In that moment, something I had lost earlier returned to me, my dignity. But he was still not finished. He wrote another receipt, this time with my name on it. Then he told the dealer, "Sell this car. Give all the money to him."
I could not speak. I could not move. All I could do was cry. Because in one single day I saw two kinds of wealth. One that humiliates people, and one that restores them. The money from that car became the turning point of my life. I used it wisely. I started small. I worked honestly. That small beginning grew into a business, and that business grew into an empire. I never saw that kind man again, but his kindness lived on through everything I built. And this is the lesson every human being must remember. Money does not make a man great. Power does not make a man strong. The greatest people in this world are those who choose kindness when they have every reason not to. Today, whenever I see someone weak, someone poor, someone embarrassed, I remember that day, and I pray, may I never be rich and still be poor in heart, because in the end, what we keep is not what we own, but what we choose to be.
Before I leave this world, there is something I must say clear. Whatever decision you are about to make, pause and think of its effect on others. Do not treat human beings like rags simply because you are comfortable and they are struggling. Do not allow your wealth, your position, or your power to blind your heart. Do not look at the weak, the poor, or the vulnerable and call them lazy. Some of them are more intelligent than you. Some are wiser than you. Some are stronger than you. But the Supreme Being, for reasons we may never understand, has placed you higher than them for now. That does not make you better. It makes you responsible. Treat people with dignity, because the same life that lifted you can lower you. And the same kindness you ignore today may be the one you beg for tomorrow. If this story touched your heart, leave a comment and share this story with someone who needs it. You never know whose life a simple story or a small act of kindness might change.